Okay, so we'll look at the Trials Rising beta at 21:9. The closed beta for the game is out right now, so try and get in if you can. Trials has always been a fun little game that turns those old Flash games into a far more developed world, and this seems to be as fun a little gem as ever, with a myriad of mental levels to race through. Ultra-wide support wise, things are not brilliant. So gameplay does correctly show up on the sides of the screen at all moments, however all UI elements, so the HUD, the main menu, in-game menus, all stretch because of the extra width. It means that the image quality, the feeling of polish, is lacking. I had to double check that the resolution was actually at 3440 by 1440 because these stretches really didn't look good. Essentially, if something is rendered in-game, then it correctly supports the extra screen space, but anything that's an overlay will result in a stretched image. Performance-wise, this clearly is running on the same engine as Fusion, because it suffers from exactly the same issues as we found from that. Turning VSync off will result in a huge amount of screen tearing, the only good thing being that using VSync here doesn't really matter. The delay in controller input isn't noticeable enough for gameplay to be affected, so I'm not going to be bashing it for that. The more annoying issue from the same engine being used is the 60 FPS lock. Again, the game can't make use of your high refresh rate screen like the previous game. Now weirdly, and again, because of the engine, performance stability isn't great, most notably on multiplayer. The game frequently stutters and simply fails to be able to lock to that 60 FPS cap at all times. Yes, there are moments where a lot of explosions are going off and movement on screen is happening, but it isn't a very graphically demanding game. It's just a clear result of poor optimization. Multiplayer though is so bad. I'm assuming high pings combined with the already present performance issues is the reason the FPS is so fluctuant. And this is on a GTX 1080 Ti at 3440 by 1440, so there shouldn't be any kind of performance bottlenecks. It is a beta, so I'm not going to pass final judgment on things yet, but I really need this performance and ultra-wide support amended before the final release if I were able to ever recommend buying this. And it's a shame because otherwise the gameplay is just really good, chilled fun. Yes, you'll end up raging at times when you can't quite land a particularly difficult jump, but nonetheless, it's the kind of game that you can jump into for a few minutes or a few hours. It's great for easy on-the-go gaming or if you're running on a lower-end laptop, and I just really can't fault the gameplay. Customize your character, choose your vehicle, and either race offline on time trials or race live in multiplayer. All in all, it's a decent beta that gives a good taste on what's to come. I can't say it's anything really different to my experience with Fusion, but nonetheless, I'm sure there is an audience that is specifically interested in furthering their Trials experience. I'm going to give it a WAF score of 1 because, well, simply put, it only supports gameplay at ultra-wide resolutions. Anyway, I will look to cover this game on its full release, so keep an eye on the channel for that, and I hope this gives you some idea of what the beta is like to run at 21:9. Give this video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe for future info. For other games at 21:9, head over to my channel, the WAF website. Hopefully I've covered it. If I haven't, then leave a comment down below and I'll try and cover it. And if you'd like to support the channel, the links to my Patreon page are in the description, and Amazon affiliate links are there too. See you later.